The last few months have been challenging for all of us, as individuals and certainly for companies, as we get used to navigating a new normal. Yet, those who are able to rise above these challenges are able to enjoy unique benefits. Today, we have one such person with us, the founder of Sureway, Kjetil Odin Johnsen, who was able to pivot rapidly and build a new product named Tackle in just a week while under COVID-19 lockdown. So, Kjetil, if you could start by explaining to us the process behind pivoting your existing product to come up with Tackle when COVID-19 hit.
We had a product, or have a product called Sureway, which is a privacy solution used by 100 municipalities. And in this tool, there's a lot of data that municipalities are logging in and using. Following COVID-19 in the early days, not so long ago, by the way, we saw that municipalities had trouble with getting the real data of the infection equipment, the personnel that they had available, and the beds they had available for COVID-19 patients. And we learned that the way they were getting that data was through yellow patches, by SMS, by Messenger, and then they draw up everything in an Excel sheet and had to do that a lot of times. And then we recognized that it was a problem not in just one municipality, but in a lot of municipalities. And then I looked on the product we have on Sureway. Could we use Sureway one way or another to solve this problem? Because Sureway is you have a real-time dashboard. Then I asked my team, both Ståle, which is my product owner here, and the team in Sri Lanka, if we quickly could come up with a tool to solve the challenge. So I just asked them, and I gave them two notes. It must be easy to log the data, and it must be a dashboard with real data, with real-time data for leadership to take decisions. Then I asked, go through all our products and see what we can do. And they came back in one day and said it was possible to take a copy of Sureway, strip it a little bit, and then rebuild it with those functionalities that we missed. And we're up and going in the cloud in ATIX with a product.
What were the factors that allowed you to rapidly pivot and develop this product?
First of all, I think you have to follow the market. You have to study COVID-19 or follow what is the need, because you have to understand what the problem is. The other thing that we had a technology that was chosen some years ago, that made us much more flexible. And since we have that flexible technology, it's easier to do something like this. Not easy, but it's possible. And of course, it's a cloud solution. So there's a good culture. And that's maybe the key factor number one. Also, there is a culture to turn around and do what's needed. Today we need to do this and not just follow a long-term plan. Well, of course we do that too, but sometimes we have to wrap it up and do something different. Yeah, so I would say following the market needs like COVID-19 and this real data for infection equipment and beds and personnel, that's important. And that you have a technology and that you have a team that have a culture that can manage to turn around and build something new.
What were your key learnings from this experience that you can share for a product owner in your position?
Not everything will be perfect. That's the first thing. You cannot expect it to be perfect from day to day. And even though after those 8 days, there's still a lot of things to do. But you have a product, and if you dare to go that path, I think you should dare to go it. It's about courage, I believe. And I believe if you go down to very simple explanations. We all understand. I'm very simple, so I need to get everything explained or spoken very simple. And when you do that, everybody understands. So explain the domain and the needs. Don't expect them to understand that immediately. Then I used a little time to specify the product. I do drawings, pictures. I don't like to write long sentence. I do that also, but very seldom I like to do that. So I do some drawings, so to make them understand how I'm thinking, and then they fill in, and then we get it. So if I summarize, specify your idea well, explain the domain, and do some drawings, and then discuss.
Does the post-COVID environment present opportunities to build new products? What are the requirements driving this?
But I would say the main thing I got out of Kjetil project was that Kjetil can be used for ISO 9000, 27000 for interest analysis. I had a product with a lot of features, and we got it into a smaller product, and that's used for many things. So it gave us a new product suite, and maybe also almost a new way to think. Because if you think simple first and then put on some small features, you can adjust to a lot of different needs, not just the big product. So it gave us a lot of new opportunities, both in the COVID-19 market, but also in other markets. So Kjetil is becoming now a main product from our side. We had the What If and Sureway, and now it's Kjetil. So it's a new period, I believe, based on these 8 days.
If you had to list 3 aspects that matter most to cultivate within a virtual team, what would these be?
I would say being honest and open is a key factor for everything. We discuss quite open, and then it's possible to do a lot of things virtually. We have done that for many years, so I think we are quite experienced for Skype meetings and so on since 2012 with my team in Sri Lanka. So I say honest and open, and then it's about trust. It's simple things like trust, and you have to listen to everyone. Not all meetings can be long, but sometimes you have to, if you have a team of 6 or 8, listen to them. Invite them to come up with their ideas. They are very often much better than yours. So if you have time, sometimes you have to listen to them all, not just giving a message and not just listening to the team leader. Listening to all the others too. So it's like a normal family or a normal business. Be honest, open, have trust, and listen to everyone. Of course, you need a plan and be strict to that. That's true. But behind that, you can do a lot virtually if you act like that. I may end up with this story. I am Ramesh, which is one of my key programmers, developers. We had a gathering in Doha, where we met the 4 of the developers and me and Ståle from the Norwegian team. And I said hello and gave a hug to, that was hug times, hug to Ramesh. And then Ramesh said to me, "This is the first time we have met." Oh no, we have met many times. So I didn't feel that we never had met. We had met so many times virtually and knew each other so well. So for me, it was not the first meeting. But he reminded, this is the first time we take a hug and meet in person. But we work so close and know each other so well that we didn't recognize that we got from the screen into the reality. So it came together. So well, that's the way we work.